love. Here on Earth live a parent and child who use Clover products to wow the crowd. Together with the quality of Clover, the two create recipes to win hearts over. Watch them as they compete with other teams for a kitchen makeover and the holiday of their dreams. Catch Clover's Little Big Cook-Off on SABC3 as we search for South Africa's way better family recipe.
Modern parenting is the focus of Doctor's Orders this week as we explore a recent safety survey that revealed that kids notice when parents take unnecessary risks. We celebrate the youngest doctor in South Africa. Take a fun family exercise class and share in the joy of a family that adopted two beautiful little girls. Gather your family in front of the television for Doctor's Orders this Friday at 3 p.m. on SABC3.
You what? It's just temporary for a few weeks or something. How do you go?
No is an interesting choice of words. We met at the apartment. And now you're gonna live together? What does he do?
Just like a money handler, advice giver or something. This is a terrible idea.
Why? Because he could be a serial killer like my ex-husband. Misty, your ex-husband was not a serial killer. He was an exterminator. Oh, what? Bugs don't count? He had a white tent, like Dexter.
For more roommate webisodes, visit our website at www.sabc3.co.za.
Welcome back to 3 Talk. Hayden Quinn became a household name in 2011 as a contestant in Series 3 of MasterChef Australia. He recently launched his new show, Hayden Quinn South Africa, in which he cooks, eats and adventures his way across South Africa. Before I chat to him, let's take a look at what you can expect.
G'day, Hayden Quinn here. Join me on episode 2 of Hayden Quinn South Africa as I travel behind the Boerewors curtain to Stellenbosch. I visit the Afrikaans Taal Monument, chat to a local farmer about sustainable veggie growing, and join my friend Fritz here for a little bit of extreme zorbing. Make sure you tune in to check it out. All this and more Monday at 9:30 p.m. only on SABC3.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. From looking at that, it looks like you're having an amazing time doing the series.
It's been a whole lot of fun. So much fun. We've been to so many incredible places, and it's not just about food. As you saw then, we're also doing crazy activities and seeing a lot of sustainable projects along the way. So yeah, it's been incredible, yes.
Maybe let's take a few years back, winning MasterChef Australia. How crazy was that win? And afterwards, because you became a household name all over.
Yeah, it was a real life change for me. You know, you guys only saw it last year or early last year. For me, it's been 2, 3, nearly 4 years now, and everything's happened. There's been big changes. You go from normal guy, lifeguard, cruising down the beach to like, Hayden, and now in South Africa, it's been just as crazy, and the support from the South African people has been incredible. Really, really cool.
Were you always into food?
Yeah, I always loved food. You know, I grew up in a household where my mum was an amazing cook, and mum and dad and my 2 sisters, we'd always have lovely meals. We'd sit down as a family together, and it was a big, important part of family life. And I guess that sort of flowed onto me, and I love to listen and annoy mum. What's this? What's this? Can I put my hands in everywhere? You know, when you're a little kid. And then from there, I just travelled a lot. I lived out of home with my buddies, and I loved just cooking for others, and that passion just continued to grow.
Yeah. So how did you end up being in South Africa doing this series?
It's a bit of a long story, but it purely came through, I guess, obviously the show was on here. It was a big hit, and then from there, the tweets and the people just kept, love you know, Hayden, it's going great, why don't you come out here? And I got invited out to do the Good Food and Wine show in Johannesburg last year. Was that
last year?
Yeah, it was last year, which was incredible, and the turnouts were immense. There were so many different people around and loving what I was doing, and I met a number of different people along the way, and we got to talking. We did some espresso, we did some top billing, and one thing led to another. A few people came together and started chatting about, why don't we do this show where Hayden Quinn learns about South Africa, learns about the people, the food, the culture, and talks about sustainability along the way.
Okay, so the first show that you did, you went where?
First show was on Monday night. We went to Cape Town. We started there in Cape Town, and we basically looked at all the different places throughout Cape Town. Some of the things that people may not know about, we went to a beautiful urban farm, we went up onto Table Mountain, pretty standard, but we actually cooked up there.
Oh, nice.
And I think I'm one of the only people that's cooked up on Table Mountain. So
no, I did.
You did?
I'm also a celebrity chef.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Very good.
Yeah,
very good.
I clean the pots and pans very, very well.
I'm sure you did better than that.
No, I'm joking. I'm absolutely not even close to that. That must have been amazing.
Yeah, it was incredible. I don't like heights though, so.
Oh, that must have been a bit of a problem.
A huge problem.
But when you get into a new country, the food is different, the smells are different, the herbs are, maybe basil is basil, but grown in South Africa, it's going to taste different from when it's grown in Nigeria or Perth or even, Morocco. So how do you acquaint yourself with the new ingredients of a particular country?
I guess that's the beauty of the show. The show it's obviously based around food, and the way it's broken down is I get into a certain area, I meet a local cook, chef, farmer, housewife, and they teach me about the local flavors.
Yeah.
So I learn from them. You take me into your kitchen, you show me your favorite dish, you tell me about, you use this and that, and then I take those ideas, my own twist on it, and do a Hayden Quinn dish.
Okay.
So, yeah, I learn from the locals.
But obviously you've got to be on your toes.
Yeah.
Pretty much, because I come in and I show you mopani worms. Have you cooked with mopani worms?
I've not cooked with them. I've been made to eat them though. So.
Really?
Yeah, not great.
I must admit that I've never tasted mopani worms, and
you're not missing out on anything, really.
Yeah. Is there, as a chef, is there something that you just will not eat? Because that's pretty difficult, isn't it? You've got to
put yourself out there and give it a go. I guess I'll eat pretty much anything. There's certain things that are like ethically you probably wouldn't eat.
Yes,
but other than that, you got to give it a go. To an extent.
On the show that you did on MasterChef, were there times that you had to cook something where you thought,
There were definitely times where you lift a thing or you get presented and you're like, oh my gosh. Oh no, I don't know what that is. I've never cooked with that, and now they want me to put a dish together, and it's just a big freak out. You've got to think on your feet, and that's where all your knowledge from travel and from what your mum taught you, from what you've read and what you've seen on the TV, you sort of try to put it all together and just make it up on the fly.
And here, have there been dishes that you've been confronted with, except the mopani worms, obviously, because you haven't cooked with them, but are there certain things that you just...
there's been different ways people have gone about things, but the similarity, Australia and South Africa, they are very similar in that both countries are such a melting pot of cultures and nations and flavors and cuisines that we have similar sort of styles, but it's done a little bit differently. I had a babuati in the last episode in Cape Town, and we've got a similar dish to that, but it's done with, different spices and different flares, and yeah, it's cool. Very cool.
What was your favorite show done in South Africa?
The favorite episode, that was actually up in Priska, which is right up in the Northern Cape. So it's between the Karoo and the Kalahari. I think there we go. We're seeing some of the images now.
Yeah.
I'm there with a few of the local farmers. That's Henny. And basically we put a poikie on. We got, he showed me how to...
How do you even know how to put a poikie on?
And then all of a sudden, it started raining. It started absolutely bucketing down. And then...
Okay, what are you so amazed about there? Because
that's a secret. That's what... people are going to have to wait and see what actually happened in that episode.
I desperately want to know.
You want to know? Well, when we were cooking, we were set up and we were cooking this beautiful, outdoor area. It was a country vibe. And in the background, there was a wind pump, like a windmill.
Yeah.
And it was
a wind pump.
Wind pump. Is that the right way to say it? I don't know.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
That's what Henny, the guy, said. But anyway, it was in the background. It looked idyllic and picture perfect. And then the storm came in. The wind was blowing. And we ran inside. And when that happened, that was when the wind pump fell over.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it fell right over, right where we were. Joke.
Oh, my goodness.
They'll have to watch to see the actual the footage.
And that is episode number?
Episode number, I'll have to...
Okay, we'll find out. We'll find out. Yeah. Every Monday, isn't it?
Every Monday night, 9:30 p.m, SABC3, and yeah, you get to see a lot of food, cooking, fun, adventure, all good stuff.
There's also a grand prize competition. Tell me about that.
So each week there's a prize that's given away where people get to follow in my footsteps. So the last episode we went to Cape Town. Someone can win where I stayed. They get spending money to go around and experience the things I experienced.
Oh, exactly what you...
Yeah. So they can go do it, live it out themselves. But the big prize, the grand prize, is 2 lucky people are going to actually get flown to Sydney So they're going to get flown to Sydney to hang out with me in Sydney and have a day in the life with Hayden. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so how do I enter?
I was going to say, you've
how
got to get
do
entering.
I really do want to enter, but I don't have to cook, do I?
You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is go online, enter, chuck your details in there. All the information is at the end of the show.